What's going on, everybody? My name's Jason. This is Redfish Bluefish, and you are in the vehicle with me. I've been driving around, giving it some thought. The weather's a little bit sketchy today, and I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. Kind of take you guys along with me on one of my sort of little walkabouts, things that I do when I'm looking for some inspiration for the next planted tank, for the next aquascape, whatever it is I'm working on or planning next. I often look to the natural world around me and go exploring in it and seek to take something from that and turn it into inspiration. So often I don't invite people along for these things. Hello, Richard Mac Carthy. Welcome. I was stumbling with your name. Trevor Gregory, Fish Room Fever, Patty's Petite Tanks. Thanks, guys, for piling in. This is very, there's no warning whatsoever to this one. I just hit go live. Like I was saying, I don't normally take people along with me on these things because I like to use them kind of for reflection, kind of get lost in thought if I can. And but I thought it would be nice to invite you guys along. Now, unfortunately, since about yesterday afternoon, kind of midday yesterday, the weather started getting pretty sketchy up here. We've had an unseasonably windy and wet spring so far. Really hope that trend reverses. We look forward to our springs and summers up here on Whidbey Island in the Pacific Northwest because our falls and our winters are usually lengthy and not the most pleasant. I'll give it a few more minutes and let a few more people come on in. We're actually, I'm broadcasting to you live from my phone on YouTube, as you might have guessed, from Holmes Harbor, Washington. This is on Whidbey Island. It's right on the coast. And this is actually a really nice, really large park, kind of a public area that people use. They come here and they put out blankets and have picnics and bring their dogs and throw frisbees around and that sort of thing. But today it is utterly desolate because we do have some pretty good wind and there is, I wouldn't call it rain, but it's certainly drizzle. Nonetheless, my phone is pretty darn waterproof. So I thought that I would make up on, make good on missing yesterday's live stream. And apologies again for that. Something came up that we had planned for a while and don't really want to go into details, but we were not able to live stream yesterday, so apologies for that. Without further delay, let me kill the engine, grab my keys and the phone, and we'll go have ourselves, sorry for the shaking, let me fix the tripod. We'll go have a little look-see, little walkabout, and I thought I'd invite you guys to come along. Like I say, it's not normally something that I take people with me on, these little journeys, but we're gonna try it today. We've definitely got singing birds. Let's flip the camera around. Big Tank Hank, color guppies. Welcome, welcome. We got 13 in here. Oh, this is a large public area. As you can see, it's quite large. People walking their dogs. One of the things I really like about this area is the foliage, the trees, the plants. Let's go have a look around, guys. Got some very old, impressive trees here, as you can see. These two guys. These are not young trees. Been well cared for many, many years. Cast net some natives, huh? You're gonna have to cool that water off considerably there, Big Tank Hank, to handle the natives we got going on. Yeah, again, really, really nice trees. Nice, Richard. I'm glad. I hope that you guys can take something from this. I am working on 3 aquascapes right now. Not working on them, but seeking to begin them. And often I'll go to the lake or the pond or the coast. This is the coast, of course. This is the Puget Sound. This is Holmes Harbor that you're looking at here, this whole area. It's a very well-sheltered body of water. See, this tree I'm walking towards right now is a tree that is well known to me. This is called hold on a second, guys. There we go. It's an interesting bark on it. Hopefully we don't have any signal interruptions here. Sometimes it gets sketchy. Oh gosh, sorry, I almost dropped my phone. A lot of native stuff here. Unfortunately, we have some invasive as well. This is not good. This is invasive blackberry. For the longest time, people blamed Asia for sending us the invasive blackberry, but as it turns out, it's from Eastern Europe. Asia was completely innocent of this particular crime. See, it grows everywhere. Hope you guys are picking up on all the birds singing here. Despite the gloomy skies, they're out in full force. This is Whidbey Island, Washington State. Very, very close to British Columbia. Just over that way. Really close. Normally, you'd be seeing mountains all over here, but alas, they're completely obscured today. Ooh, look at that. Looks like someone lost a sailboat, guys. You zoom in. You see that mast? Whoops. That's definitely a whoopsie. Yeah, you guys can Google it. Just go to Google and punch in Whidbey Island, and you'll see exactly where I am. In fact, oh, nice. Old tree, old. All right, let's keep going. This stuff right here is kind of what starts talking to me when I get down low into the thickets. I like getting down low and looking at things up close, you know? The devil is in the details. Start thinking about my next aquascape when I see stuff like this. What I can do, what we can find in the natural world around us to spark something. See all these roots? Whoop, there goes a rabbit. We're pretty overrun with rabbits on this island. Let's go have a walk down here. You guys will see where I'm heading. You gonna take care of the rabbits for him, huh? Oh, Danikin Aquatics. Yeah, all those little details. Broken trunks, ferns, you see? This is why I'm coming down here. So even though this is part of a park, it's our little park. It's my local park, in fact. My Freeland, Washington park. That's where I live. Freeland, Washington, on South Whidbey Island. Hassenpfeffer, exactly. Black pepper, red wine. Soup's on. Baby, you got a soup. I'm joking. We're not going to be eating any bunnies. Reminds me of my nieces back in Texas. Had pet rabbits they would name Susie Hassenpfeffer. Yeah, as you can see, this invasive blackberry is not a nice plant at all. Not nice. Not one bit. Uh-oh, got a red stake there. It's like somebody marked something for extraction, probably a bad plant that they don't want going here. There you go. This is what I do, guys, when I'm kind of suffering from a little bit of scaper's block, to be honest with you. Planted tank block, scaper's block, aquascaper's block, whatever you want to call it. The best antidote is what we're doing right here. It's what I found over the years. This often works. Well, Richard, you should give it a try. There are very few ideas in this world that aren't worth trying. I like this little clearing here, this little spot here. And often there are a whole bunch of animals that come up here and nest in here at night. You see this little, see that little spot there? Baby fawn will get up in there and sleep sometimes, deer. Once in a while you can surprise them. Huge rocks dropped from the very last glacial melt, which actually formed this island, which has only been here about 10,000 years, believe it or not, which is very young for an island. Oh dear. Well, this is the actual park out here. We have a pier that goes way out there. There's a free boat launch. It's completely free, paid for by the community. But unfortunately, I don't know if you can hear the rain falling, it has just kicked into overdrive. We're safe because we're sheltered by this lovely tree here. This big old guy. Oh, well, thank you, Sunset Jen. It's awesome to see all you guys. And apologies if I've missed anything in particular. It is difficult to walk and chew gum for me. Well, my plan was to go out here, but it looks like the rain has different ideas. This boat is out there year-round. People live on it. And anytime they need to get supplies, they just come right to the dock right there and go up the road to the grocery store and get their stuff. Pretty neat, actually. The life of a water nomad. Hope you guys can get all these singing birds. Well, let's make our way back up there. Unfortunately, the rain has definitely cut this short. It was a faint drizzle mere moments ago, and it's definitely coming down now. We're pretty well protected by all of this foliage, but as you can see, the Pacific Northwest is very, very heavy with ferns and fern-like plants because of our humidity and our moderate climate. It's about, you know, for reference, I don't know, I'd say it's about 55 degrees, 58. So as you can see, the foliage makes really, really nice, like a nice canopy, that flat effect. Kind of a second green ground over the actual ground, you know? Crappy invasive grass everywhere. Hate it. Ferns, ferns, and more ferns. That's how you know you're dealing with a true fern. Morning, Bigfoot. All right, here we go. Made it back. Hello, everyone. Hello, James. Here in a minute, we will be able to scroll through chat. It's pretty difficult to
do it all at once. This is the Freeland City Hall. Oh, well, not the City Hall. It's like a community center, you know, something like that. You can rent it if you want to do some kind of a function or what have you. All right, it's definitely raining much more than it was before. Like I say, we've been getting a lot of moisture and wind this spring. Very, very unseasonable. We got a ton more rain last night. I believe it. If it's anything like we've been here. See, this reminds me of Ludwigia palustris. Ludwigia, you know, like a mini super red. Definitely gets me thinking about plant species and kind of what I'd like to do the next time. There we go. Ooh, man, it got nasty out here quick, guys. Blech. Okay. Woo. Yuck. Oh. Let's get the heater going. It is frosty. Real frosty. Oh, well, I kind of wanted to do a whole lot more. But Mother Nature, which is actually who we seek to be inspired for and by, Mother Nature said, I think it's time to wrap it up. Started raining on me, man. I am soaked. Oh, anyway, guys, let me do a quick scroll through chat. Pardon my scrolly finger. You probably see it. Oh boy. See if I missed anything huge. Richard McCarthy, traditionally immersed land ferns grown as immersed growth in a closed lid flex. Has anyone? Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, easily. Ferns really enjoy humidity. They do not, most of them don't enjoy heat. Now there are definitely some tropical ferns, Asian ferns, South American ferns, but most of your ferns, if you'd like to get into them, you're probably going to be better off sticking to the fern types that you would find up here in the Pacific Northwest and Northern California, Oregon. Some of those non-tropical ferns. Some of the tropical ferns have very odd requirements, nutritional requirements. Their reproduction is bizarre. Yeah, so your mileage may vary with trying to do that with a tropical fern, but easily I could see a nice closed, humid tank without water in it, of course, but plenty of humidity, substrate, rocks, wood, that sort of thing. Absolutely packed with various ferns that you could find all through the Pacific Northwest area. They would do very well at room temperature and something like that. Yeah. The great thing is they don't, virtually all ferns aren't going to do well with highlight at all. That's why you always find ferns growing almost always at the base of trees because they're shaded out by the canopy. That's what they require. That's why over millions of years that symbiotic relationship between ferns and plants and understoried plants occurred. So I think that you'd have pretty good luck with that. Let's see what else I got. Yes, Sunset Gen, that is exactly what I am imagining. A shiny ADA Aquascape tank, beautiful, bursting with reds and a bunch of greens, maybe a little bit of pink, and then, kind of low-slung wood, kind of roots-looking wood jammed in under some rocks with a bunch of Anubias Nana Petite plugged into the crevices, all down low. That's what we do in aquascaping, right? We work in depth and we work in height. And we often play with depth perception, and that can be hard to do. That takes some practice to do successfully, but I've often found just going into nature, looking at plants, looking at rocks, dead wood, like we just looked, like I zoomed in back there, that dead stump with the moss and the ivy growing on it. Look at that stuff through a camera especially, and get down low. Look at it through different angles. You know, look at life through a different lens. And if it helps to stand on your head while you do it, stand on your head. Look at things at different angles. We get used to seeing things through our same eyes all the time, from the same angle, you know, with the same attitude that we carry around with ourselves, and that can be very restrictive to creativity, to art. So it works for me. I just go out in nature for maybe 15, 20 minutes. I mean, usually longer than that. We started getting rained on. But that's kind of what I do. And I've already got some great ideas for my first aquascape, which is going to be coming together very soon. We're not going to be live streaming that sort of work. We're going to be publishing that kind of content. From here on out, that sort of content we'll be publishing as videos on demand. The live stream aquascape thing just does not work well. It's not a great product at the end of it, but I will be bringing you guys along for each of the 3 professional aquascapes that we're going to be doing in the shop, Redfish Bluefish. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with me in this very short little nature walk. I'm sorry it was cut short by the nasty weather. And also, I'm very sorry if I forgot any specific comment. It's a little difficult to keep up with on mobile phone. So I wish you guys all peace, love, and happy fish keeping. And we'll see you very soon. I might do another little live stream like this today, maybe tomorrow. And I hope to see you guys there. Take care. Bye-bye.